All right, my friends, I promised a quick walkthrough of RaceRender after failing miserably on streaming. We're going to try here. All right, welcome. All right, so first thing, start up RaceRender. You will be greeted by this screen. Just click blank project. Okay, this is the workspace. In this top right corner is a box that says input files. Click on the folder that says add. Go to the folder that has your GoPro footage, find the session in question. So sessions are numbered chronologically. So 102050 is the first thing that was done on this GoPro, followed by 102050. So we got 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Okay, so it looks like we've got sessions from 0 through 4, and then, the second unit of 102050 would be GH2020250. Anyway, so forth and so on. It's very confusing. And they don't make life any easier for you. So in this case, we are going to go to 20252, which I know is a full-length session because I can tell by the file size here it's huge. And I'm going to click open. This appears to be part of a multi-file set. Yep. Okay, I do want to load that. And then it's going to detect at some point that there's telemetry data, and it's going to ask me about that as well. This part loading takes a bit because these are big files. I have a pretty powerful CPU with a lot of memory as well. I have 32 megabytes of RAM, and I've got a i9 top of the line whatever chip. Not the current generation, but anyway, good chip. So now you just wait. At some point here it'll load. I've somewhat complicated matters by having a huge amount of data copying to the drive. All right. Yes, I would like to extract the data. And now it's going to ask us if we want to use some sort of overlay template. You'll see in a second. Oh my goodness, this one is taking a while to load. Okay, there we go. So you could choose an overlay template here. There are all these ones that are sort of pre-made. And then, for example, there's one that I made for myself. But in this case, I'm just going to press cancel. So here is what you need to know. This is the important bit. Here's our video. The 3 sessions all joined, and here is the data for that video. All right, so first things first, to add a speedometer and stuff, you go down here to display objects and you click on add. I'm going to add a speedometer. I'm going to go here and add this one. That speedometer now appears on my screen over here in the corner. I can drag it around, do whatever I want with it. Over here, this box, display object properties, which is accomplished, you achieve that by going over here and clicking on this, double clicking, and it will open. In any case, you can make the item larger or smaller here in whatever increments you want. So I'm going to double click this, make it larger. This part here, speedometer range, 0 to 160 miles an hour. Let's change that to 0 to 50 miles an hour. All right, so now it's 0 to 50. We can do stuff like move it around incrementally. We can change the opacity using this transparency thing, etc. Moving on. So now we have that. So let's add some lap data. So I'm going to add a lap counter, lap list 10. I'm going to move that over here. I'm going to make that larger. Okay. And then I'm going to make it a little bit less solid. So there we go, gave it some opacity. All right, this is literally the first frame of the video. We are going to add a title. So we are going to go add text. You can see we now have text. We are going to change that text to the big race, and we hit apply, and now the text reads the big race. We don't like the typeface, so we are going to make it, I don't know, let's see something reliable, which is that impact, wherever the hell it is. All right, so let's make the big race. Let's make this larger, like that. The big race, boom. And we can go up here, we can change the color to whatever we want. Let's make it bright yellow. And then we can move it around here. If we wanted to do, like, for example, another line of text, we could literally just duplicate this, and it would create an exact copy of it, which we could then move somewhere else, change the text, or use as a drop shadow or whatever. If you want to get rid of something, you highlight it and click the Remove Display Object. So in any case, we have our speedometer, our lap timer, and then the headline. So our title. Titles are weird in this game, or weird in this thing, so let me show you. A title exists as part of the timeline. So you can see here, this title that we've created, the big race, is currently existing in the timeline 0 to the end of the video. Okay, let's just go ahead and make it, instead of auto, visible. So that literally means it's visible from here to the end. All right, so just bearing that, we're going to press play. All right, so when they switch, I think is a good time to get rid of the headline right here. So now what we're going to do is I paused it using the controls down there, obviously. And I'm going to come back up here to the top right corner, and I'm going to add. So this creates a new segment at the point that we just paused. Click OK. So now this new segment will, instead of being visible, will now be hidden. And so now we have visible from 0 to whatever, and then hidden from whatever to the end. And then from here on out, it's gone. Okay, the next thing we need to do is get the lap timer to work. Data, if you have the data thing highlighted, double click on data, it'll open up a window here, set, start, finish, a bunch of other stuff. For the most part, just, you can ignore that. What you want to do is click here. If you want to click here, you can see the pretty map that it's made. If you just get weird lines here, it means your data's your satellite stuff was messed up. Your data may not be usable at all. You might be able to use lap timing. Speedometer will be probably completely crazy. But in any case, if it looks like that, you've got good data. So cancel out of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get to a point on the lap where I'm crossing the start-finish line. So here we go around the final bend. Let's just press this. Okay, see these two cones? That's the start-finish line. There's a wire, in this case, that's running across the track here, right there. So when the transponder crosses it, which we'll just for the sake of argument say is there. Okay, so now I'm literally at the spot where my cart is crossing the start-finish. I go up here and I press Control, hold down the Control key on the keypad, press this. Do you want to set? Yeah, I do. Boom. All right, so now we've created a new start-finish. We've established that's where the start-finish point is. And now, as you can see, every time we go around, it's giving us a lap. All right, anyway. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, when you're done here, you would then export this by doing create video. You can, by the way, set custom start finish points with green flag and red flag. Let's say we don't, and then you choose from here whatever your output is. So if this happens to be 4K at 30 FPS. So in my case, I'd find something that looks like that. So we've got video, local file. I don't know. No, I don't want. I would have. Let's see. You could just actually just choose it from here. So 4K, 30 FPS, and set your audio channels or whatever if there's nothing up there. And then anyway, you press start rendering, and boom, off you go. Very straightforward. So hope this was helpful. Take care.